Welcome to Financial Investing Radio, where you'll learn the secrets for consistent, high-probability returns in the financial markets for additional income to change your life. Grant creates consistent, high-probability trading systems for the financial markets and has applied them over the past 5 years. He's only recently started sharing these tried and true market secrets. As a gift to listeners, Grant is offering his high-probability indicators for free. Go to financialinvestingradio.com and download yours today. Now, here's your host and trading veteran, Grant Larson.
Hi everybody, this is Grant and welcome back. It's warming up here where I live. Starting to get quite hot. Maybe it's going to be pool time here soon. Hey, I was thinking about this market engine. In my last podcast, I talked about how on Monday the market engine had really kicked the futures market. It was a great example. And today, Wednesday still, June 14th. There's a couple good kicks today. It was an FOMC day. There's several points throughout the day where the market engine gave some really strong direction changes. It was a regression to the mean trade until FOMC occurred. But what I wanted to talk about another example though, and in this particular case, it's how the EXXON was actually kicked by the Monday engine twice. So I wanted to point that out. But to do that, I wanted to illustrate something. It goes back to a number of years ago. This summertime. And we decided, we're going to take our kids to a frozen yogurt place. So there's one point where, all these new yogurt places came in, and it became quite of a fad, quite trendy. It seemed like there's a new yogurt place every few weeks in some cases, or every few months. So we decided to try them all. So we'd go test out one place, and we'd vote on it. And a few weeks later, we'd go to another place to try that out. Soon there are factions in the family, right? One faction said, yogurt place A was the best, and another voted for yogurt place B. Anyway, when you go to pay for yogurt, you put your cup on the scale with the yogurt in it, and they charge you based on the weight. Well, one night while we were getting our yogurt weighted, I noticed our two younger children's yogurt cups had every possible topping in it with, multiple, typically non-related yogurt flavors. So I said, isn't that too sweet and disgusting? Of course, they said, nope. And off they went with their cups. So I started to watch more closely what they put on the yogurt. And a pattern started to emerge. The pattern was multiple flavors mixed with all the toppings. And soon after they had their yogurt, it would begin melting into a gray slurry, right? It wasn't very appealing. So, after this went on for a while, I finally asked them, can you actually tell what's the best yogurt place? They actually thought they could, but I'm not sure about that. I wanted to relate this to some of our trading decisions, and the key is to pick one thing to trade and get good at it, or pick one good technique and get good at that. So, for example, I trade with the market engine. It's not a potpourri of indicators, right? It's a direct feed of what's going on inside the market vehicle and whether or not you're aligned with it. So, for example, if you look back on your charts, right, on Monday, May 24th, the market engine shifted gears, and it identified that EXXON, which is the symbol XOM, it was changing. And, if you look back at your charts, you'll see that, it went down. Well, we all need plenty of context when we trade, but an overage of indicators and lagging data certainly only confuses me. So what happened then is, after a week or two, the market engine kicked again on EXXON on June 6th, and EXXON became misaligned with the engine. That's the key, right? When they sort of get separated, a change is about to happen. And as you know, price went up, and it's continued going up until now, and it's hanging around 82 at the moment. So the techniques apply on stocks, they apply on futures, and how you trade the stocks is up to you, right? Whether you're going to trade it, using options, or you're going to go outright. That's certainly a whole other discussion. The key point, though, is that when we're making trading and investing decisions, pick the amount of time that you want to spend in your life managing it, and then pick a strategy that will give you real-time information. So, if you're going to trade things like stocks, generally you can take, longer positions, and you are not having to over-manage it. All right, if you got the right real-time information that's guiding you. Certainly, trading some futures will require that you're being closer to it. But even then, the market engine, even if you're going to go intraday, market engine will tell you when you can ignore things. It'll tell you, hey, get ready. There's a shift coming about. All right, so I just had to share that with you because it's on my mind after I podcasted earlier today. Look, I just wanted to make sure that don't mix too many yogurt flavors together, right? Rather, use the market engine to help you stay on the right side. Okay, this is Grant. Trade safe. I look forward to talking with you again. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for joining Grant on Financial Investing Radio. Remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Don't forget to download your free high probability indicators before your next trade. Visit financialinvestingradio.com now.